First of all, I want to say thank you to Professor Anderson. Recording this video is bittersweet because I've been feeling nostalgic all day. I actually was crying earlier because I couldn't believe I'm finally at the end of my journey and I will be walking across the stage next week to receive my master's. I have went through so much in this program and people have no clue. But what I found rewarding about the research is that I really had a different take. A big focus since I started the program is that diversity is not really popular in the library field. So I've always kind of felt like the elephant in the room. So doing the research and actually seeing that it's a reoccurring theme that culturally diversification in the library field is something that's very, very needed. So it makes me feel really good about being an African American librarian and wanting to continue to help other students who don't always see African Americans represented in the library field. What I found challenging in research, of course, was the fact that all the APA citations, that was definitely difficult for me a lot of times. Just making sure that I cited things correctly and that I had put in the proper citations, or I cleaned up my grammar. That's something that I am constantly working on in the master's program. How has my perspective changed? Let's see. It's definitely made me more aware that doing research is a lot more difficult and you have to really think at a different level. So this level of research, I'm definitely glad it came at the end. This is a great class to come at the end, but I have had talked to other classmates who said that it would behoove to maybe do parts of this class at different times. Like I noticed that the portfolio is being done at different times now, which I think is great, instead of putting so much pressure at one time. What is something we did this semester that I'll remember for life? I think working with Kevin was very memorable for me. He was a great partner, and just our collaboration. I couldn't ask for a better class to be my last class. Professor Anderson, you were so diligent in responding to emails and just being super nice and understanding and just always praising. And I thought that was excellent. Like, a lot of times I submitted things first and you always say thank you for being the first, and that's something that I'll remember because sometimes that doesn't always happen in class, and you never downed us. You always had something positive to say about our work. Something that I've learned in this course that I'll use in my professional life is just making sure to have a balance. That's something that you brought up, which I thought was very interesting in the beginning. Just making sure you have a balance between school and outside life and all the other things that we have going on. Just keeping a steady balance is very important. And what I would offer as a suggestion is just sometimes offering examples that people can see. I noticed that I brought that up in the beginning, but I still feel like we didn't really have a lot of examples. We were kind of just going in blind, doing the best we could, and just hoping for a critique and waiting for each other to turn in things so we could kind of look at each other's work. But just an example to go on when you give us work, just something that we can build upon and see. Maybe I understand that it's maybe we're not giving examples because you don't want to put that pressure on us to make us think that we have to do it this way, but just something that is a visual for those visual learners. I know a lot of times I'm a visual learner and I just like to have a guide instead of going in blind and then later having to figure everything out again when I could have seen something up front. But other than that, I really enjoyed the class. I like that you weren't a stickler about office hours because I have 2 small children and we have tons of things going on, and I run a business too. So sometimes not coming to office hours because I just knew what was expected. I like that you didn't put that pressure on us because we are adults at the end of the day. And like I said, I just think that you were very supportive. I hope you keep that up with your students, because it means a lot, because we're not only going to school, we're balancing being a wife, a sister, a mother, a daughter, a business owner, a full-time educator. So sometimes we have so many different roles that it can be overwhelming, but you are very supportive and always quick to answer an email and give feedback right away. So I thank you for that. Good luck to all the graduates that'll be walking across the stage December the 14th. Kudos to you that have made it. Good luck to everybody that is yet to come. I've really enjoyed this class, and I'm so thankful to be making it to the end. I am absolutely tired, and I am ready to just take my degree and walk across the stage. And in the beginning when I did the course, I kept saying, I don't know if I want to be a librarian. I absolutely want to be a librarian. I love reading, and I want youth of color, which is what my article kept saying, African American students, to see an African American librarian and provide resources for kids who don't always see themselves represented. I've thought back to my experiences in this program. I didn't always feel represented when I went to places either, and that's important that we have that representation. So thank you so much. I have appreciated this program. I have appreciated this course, and I just wish you all the best of luck. You are an excellent professor. Thank you. Peace.